All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, qadash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and blessing to the elect of Yahshua, and salutations and blessing to you, Akim, out there enduring this truth and sincerity. All right, I want to hop into this lesson right quick. This is Matthew 13:13. It says, "Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand." All right, because that's why the scriptures say what? He that have an ear, let him hear. It's not talking about just hearing something. It's talking about understanding it. Blessed is he that readeth. You're blessed if you understand. It's not, you get to pick up the Bible. Even the Bible, a magazine. A fictional book. Can't read no Harry Potter book and be like, "Ooh, I'm blessed," because the Bible said, "Blessed is he that readeth," man. No, blessed is you that readeth and keep those things that's written in there, the prophecies, all right, the law, statutes, and commandments. And part of keeping the prophecies is looking forward to them, man. Okay, like why would it be mentioned so many times in the New Testament what the prophet said, this and that? If prophecies doesn't matter, prophecies matter then, they matter now, because all prophecies ain't fulfilled, man. We still in America, we still in hell, okay? And when we tell our people that, they can understand it because, hey, they hear and they hear not. They don't understand it, all right? Neither do they understand. That's what the end of it say. It says, "And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, By hearing ye shall hear and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see and shall not perceive." Okay? So you're not going to even acknowledge it. Like, you're not going to care for it, pretty much. All right? Matter of fact, let's look up this perceive. It says, to perceive with eyes, perceive by any senses, perceive, notice, discern. That's heavy right there. Because discernment is what it's about, rightly dividing the word of truth. All right, can't understand spiritual things because they spiritually discern, man. So you don't know what time you in. You don't know whether you coming or going based off carnality and spirituality, man. Okay, discover, to turn the eyes, the mind, the attention to anything. They don't pay no attention. They don't observe. That's what part of the watchman is watching, man. Inspect, examine. They don't inspect because they don't like to study. Examine is right in hand with that. So they not into it at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? They see exactly what we doing, but they not into it. How many niggas y'all still out there and this and that, or then roll by your camp so many times and they still ain't in the camp. They see. Like, if I seen some men out there on the corner for years upon years, I would be like, I gotta see what they talking about. Because these guys be out here when it's raining. These guys be out here when it's snowing. These guys out here when it's cold, when it's windy, when it's hot. But they always prepared. They can't just be here. You know what I'm saying? But it's part of that prophecy, man. It says, "For this people heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, their mind, and should be converted, and I should heal them." All right, so it's not meant for them to get it, because it's not meant for them to be healed, because it's not meant for them to be saved. It's ABC 1, 2, 3 right there, man. Okay, I wanna Salaki is way up there. Get that word gross. See if it's anything behind that. To make thick, to make fat metaphor. To make stupid, to render the soul dull or callous. So you're just docile, man. Like I said before, you're You're not examining it. You're not inspecting it, man. Okay, you cannot discern it. Because the way you discern is after the examination and the inspection, Salakia. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually dig into it and get into it to be able to discern it. You can't just go off face value, man. That's why it says rightly dividing the word of truth, man. When it comes to prophecies, how do we know about the prophecies? Because we read in the scriptures. We examine the scriptures. We inspect the scriptures. We study to show ourselves to prove rightly dividing the word of truth. And then guess what? We spiritually discern it, man. Okay? It allows us to spiritually discern what's going on. That's why a lot of people can't understand what's the times is going on now, man. You got people thinking that this is all about Israel just coming together. You know, it's bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. All Israel wasn't together then when the Lord was on the scene, man. You had the Pharisees, you had the Sadducees, you had the Church of Bethia. You know, you had different sects, man. You had different groups. Even when Yahawashi was on the scene, John had his camp basically. But those two camps was teaching the same thing. All right? So all these other camps are just the same. The camps coming back, doing what they want to do. And then the 2/3 is right along with them because they don't understand. They can't discern. They ain't examining. How you going to tell motherfuckers, well, how you going to tell people not to go into definitions? That's how you examine something. That's how you inspect something. All right? When you have a fucking inspection at your house, they don't sit on the outside. That's face value. They don't sit on the outside. They come in there. They check rooms. They check closets. They check, see if anything is broken. This and that and the third, man. That's an inspection, okay? I like that word, man. I want to look it up because that's exactly what we do. We inspect. We inspect, man. Okay, it's through the spirit. Got to be through the spirit why I'm saying that because why wouldn't you want to dig into it, man, to really understand something? It says look at, observe, view, look into, to look into, basically, you know. Basically, and that's what we do. They also got to examine there. All right, so it's right along synonymous with that word perceive. Okay, and you got a lot of people that don't even want to perceive the scriptures because it gives them room, it gives them a loophole, gives them an excuse not to follow through, man. It gives them an excuse not to follow through. Okay, it makes it easy. All right, it's easier to accept the smooth things. It's easier to go along with the truth. Hell, it's even easier to endure the truth if you make up your own ways, man. How many niggas go to a job and you make up your own rules and succeed? Okay? Because honestly, you can make up your own rules, but will you succeed? If you go to a job and you taking hour breaks, your ass is going to get fired, meaning you failed. Okay? And that's what niggas is doing with this truth, man. They taking breaks. They going on lunch when they want to. How long they want to. All right? They doing whatever work they want to, man. They ain't following the curriculum of Yahawashi, man. All right? It says, now this is beautiful right here, man. This is music to the soul, to the ears, all of that. It says, but blessed are your eyes, man, for they see. Because the Lord opened our eyes up. Every time I think about the Lord opening my eyes up, I think about the story with, I think his name was Balaam, if I'm not mistaken. All right, I know it started with a B, but the guy that was riding on the donkey, man, the donkey seen the angel in the way, but the guy didn't. All right, until the Lord opened his eyes. Also remind me, I believe it was Samson or not Samson. I'm tripping. Not Samson. He might have. I believe it was Elisha. And he said, we have more than they have. And it said the Lord opened his eyes and then he seen all the chariots, man. Okay, so that's how this truth is. It's right there in plain sight. But people can't receive it, man. All right? Because the spirit, it can't be seen for the most part, you know. It's not like when all of us came into this truth, out of shape figure just, clothe our body, man. No, it's the Lord, man. The Lord giving us the intellect, the Lord giving us the perception, okay? The Lord giving us the ability to understand wisdom and spiritually discern it as well, man. Okay? Blessed are your eyes, for they see. We see what's coming to America. We see our people doing bad. We see people deceitfully using the scriptures, and we can't help but defend it, man. When you love something and cherish something, you defend that, man. Okay? It says, and your ears, for they hear. So, bless your ears because they understand. When somebody's breaking scriptures down, it helps you understand it, man. Okay? They help you understand it through the spirit of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Okay? But we can sit there and talk to a 2/3 all day. If they ain't got that understanding of the Most High, guess what? They ain't gonna hear nothing we saying. All right? I always say, they might hear us, but they ain't listening. Because they can hear the noise, but they not listening to what we saying, man. You can hear music and not listen to it, man. It says, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see. And what are we seeing? Prophecy unfolding, man. We see World War III brewing up. We see America ready to kicking doors to Americans, man. American citizens, I would say. We see them building up their concentration camps. We see them trying to bring about different death penalties. I've seen some shit. It like pull and twist your head off or some shit, man. This is the things that we see, man. Okay? We see, hey, they desire the divisions that they see. That's why I was asking, is the kingdom now? We see that actually coming to pass, man. But guess what? We are those men too. So the things that we wrote and read and didn't understand then to its fullest, the Lord it tells you in Daniel's, man. Wisdom shall be increased, So the Lord is giving us that understanding so we can do what? Do what we was doing before. Jeremiah 28, prophesying the downfall of many kingdoms. All right? It says, let me start back at the top of that. Matthew 13:17, for verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see prophets and righteous men. Because everybody's not a prophet. You got the 144,000. Those are the main ones, is the prophets. The ones on the highways and byways spreading that word. All right? It says, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. So we have the full understanding now in these times, because why? We at the end of this thing, all right? Hey, keep pushing, Akim. We almost up out this bitch, man. Excuse my French, but I really mean that. We almost up out of here, man. I'm tired, dog. I'm tired. But it's the spirit that keep me going, man. It's the truth that keep me going. It's the Akim that keep me going. Okay? Hey, with that, call law, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, bahasham, qadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have diligently inspected this word.